Alright, so here we are, Insidious Gaming versus You Are Dead, the Week 2 champs against the open season champions, and yeah, this is gonna be, yes, one interesting game or so we hope. And taking a look at the blue side, starting to the west.
Yeah, so here we can see the tank selection from both these teams. You Are Dead going with a slightly more mobile setup. They have gone with only 2 heavy T32s, 2 medium T69s, and an AMX-13, so a little bit more mobility with those T69s compared to Insidious Gaming's extra AMX-50s. So
yeah, no, it's a much more aggressive setup coming from actually UAD.
Yeah,
although I mean, in terms of firepower, it may look like they don't have the advantage, but the mobility and the 2 front tanks, the T32s.
Oh, look at this! They're gonna catch some of these members actually crossing this to the northern pass here.
Yeah, indeed, they are. So
yeah,
once again, a pretty standard technique now that was implemented by the Night Eagles, if you remember, just squatting that center, not island but peninsula kind of area, and sort of cutting off the western team when they're trying to go for that northern path and to the airfield area.
Yeah, definitely so. So they definitely really traded well right there. They got one member of Insidious Gaming extremely low. So if they want to engage, and that's one less tank at least one less full health tank they have to worry about.
Yes, indeed, and lots of movement coming from the Insidious Gaming side.
Yeah, Onion Head is actually going to scout for his team right here. You Are Dead looking for a push, I think. They really want to try and make something happen here. They have sent Onion Head towards this Insidious Gaming starting position, whereas Insidious Gaming actually sending some of their tanks to the northern pass, whereas
exactly,
some of them are still at the base.
Yeah, no, because they realized that pretty much the entire UAD force was to the water. So they're like, okay, the north is empty, so let's squat the field area pretty much.
The Hobbit getting taken out right now by Onion Head.
Yeah, indeed, and once again, like UAD just really monopolizing that southern section of the map. They were very aggressive from the get-go, and what I do like is that they really did manage to get a few crack shots onto the enemies.
Yeah, and at the same time, they also sent 2 of their T69s towards the eastern side, and they're gonna make it. They're gonna make their way towards the northern pass, so they can defend any of those Insidious Gaming
and still
tanks
attack at the same time.
Yeah,
that's why I said they had the more aggressive tank selection from the get-go, because although they might be just outgunned in terms of firepower, they have so much more of a mobile setup. Like those MX-50s 100s, you know, they're cows. They have no speed whatsoever, so they're really doing a great job just countering that, because they can cover the entire map pretty quickly. So using those T69s brilliantly. Look at Angel X Beats right now, completely hidden to the northern base. So if anybody tries to come from the airstrip, he would still have the advantage.
Yeah, definitely. So, and he has also Soldier over there to back him up.
Exactly. So they could both unleash the autoloaders and then get out of dodge if need be. So
and honestly, if all those shots land onto any tank on Insidious Gaming,
that's significant damage.
That tank's almost most likely going to go down.
You know what, Andy? The more I watch and obviously play also World of Tanks on a 7-on-7 basis, I realize that, you know what, the T69 is my favorite tank, actually. Oh, man.
Yeah, I really like the T69.
The versatility, well. I mean, honestly, all the things that you can do with it.
Yeah, honestly, you can play with the T69 on any map in this game.
Exactly, and still do fine.
Yeah. Depending
on what the other team plays with, obviously, but I think as an all-around tank, it's just the finest out there, really.
Yeah.
Because you don't really sacrifice that much firepower. If you land your shots, you can even take out like a heavy tank by yourself. It's totally doable.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I really
especially MX-50s, you know, like as a hunter of 50-100s, I think the 1390 or the 132 is still a little light for that kind of job. But a T69 can more than easily wreck an MX-50. That's no problem.
Yeah, and the auto reloader timing to reload that is a lot shorter than the AMX-50.
Exactly. So in terms of balance, it's just because you don't really sacrifice that much firepower, at least in medium range. In long range, the 50-100 definitely is on top, but that's if you're really far away and undercover. That's a big if.
Yeah, so right now, not too much movement coming out from both teams on your screen
They
right
both
now.
spread, actually.
Yeah, you're taking a look at Insidious Gaming, and Seachai was actually the one who took quite significant damage right now.
Yeah, crossing, making the cross from the
Yeah,
get-go.
yeah, and at the same time, they have slightly repositioned their heavy tanks. A couple of the heavy tanks actually going for a slight push here on that northern pass, whereas their other, most likely AMX 50s are going to be kind of posted back towards the more western edge. Whereas you can't see their map right now, but you are dead. Yeah, they haven't died yet. They still have Onion Head down there, right down south of Insidious Gaming starting position. They have a couple of tanks in the center hill area, and then they still have their T69s over there in their starting area as well.
Indeed. So everybody's spread out, and this is extremely rare. Usually on airfield, because of the symmetry of the map, you're bound to see a west-east confrontation. I mean, basically the map is supposed to be cut vertically. But right now we're just
kind of
seeing
diagonal.
it's a diagonal, almost horizontal sort of spread here. We've got obviously Insidious Gaming monopolizing the northern section of the map, whereas their opponents UAD are just completely squatting the water area, so the beach to the south and the island as well. I mean, not the island, but the peninsular area. So
I don't know. I mean, there's less than 4 minutes now remaining here. And these teams are so far away from each other that I can't really see any engagements happening, at least not in the next couple minutes.
But that's the thing, because UAD, although they were the ones especially doing a lot of damage on Seachai, so technically they do have the advantage, but progressing to the north is a lot trickier for the lighter setup, because then your enemy can engage you from long range. And look at where the Insidious Gaming members are right now, especially those MX-50s. So yeah, they are too. So if you were to push out there in the open towards the northern path, I think really the 50-100s might actually just get you, and those T69s can't sustain that much damage either. So it'd be risky, I think, for UAD to push. You know, the best scenario for them would be to kind of locate Seachai, who's down to 600, and that's 2 shots pretty much.
Yeah.
So and just take him out of the picture and force the Insidious members out. But I don't think they're going to risk that.
Yeah, but we just saw one of those T-32s. It's actually Blackhawk gonna come in over here to the starting position of You Are Dead. Maybe looking for a push of their own. So both teams repositioning for a push. We most
could
likely
see an engagement to the north.
Yeah, we're most
possibly
likely going to see engagement to that northern pass here, because most of these tanks are actually moving over there right now.
Indeed, you only have I think it's one T69 that was left to the island, because
no, actually I think it's a T-32.
maybe.
Yeah,
but you know what?
Heavy, yeah.
He can really crack shots towards that pass in the middle,
or go
as well.
for a flanking maneuver.
Exactly. So because from that island he's got enough elevation to cover that northern pass. So it's a very risky yet bold move coming from UAD right now.
Yeah. Most definitely. So they have to.
They will be spotted very soon.
Yeah, they have to manage the outnumbering situation. If they can manage that, if they can manage to equally trade damage with Insidious Gaming and allow God Cow 1 on that hilltop to come down and back these tanks up, then they should be able to come out on top.
It's
and they have Legacy Jan up in the front.
It's very
as a scout.
Yeah, I do agree. It's a very bold and daring move, but it really all comes down to the Insidious defense at this point. Really, we only got a minute and 30 seconds, a wee bit more than that, left on the clock, so it doesn't really give them that much time to do anything. Okay, they've been spotted.
Oh, Death Guy's being spotted right now.
Yeah, exactly. They both they spotted Nikolai 69 and Death Guys, but I really don't see anything happening.
I don't know. There's about a minute remaining right now.
Exactly. I mean, unless they can take out the Seachai, who's probably hiding way behind. This is a draw.
Yeah, I mean, God Cow 1, all these things are continuing to creep over there, but...
Okay, the second T1 goes down here, yeah.
Honestly, if I were You Are Dead right now, I'll just go for it. Because look at Death Guy's actually taking a little bit of damage right now. Same with Seachai. I mean, Seachai's down to 2 hits. You know, there's 40 seconds remaining right now.
Oh, and Soldier Wu here taking a wee bit of splash damage.
Oh,
and Elite
here
lining up for a shot. He gets about 300 off. And another shot on Elite. Elite's getting really shot badly here. He's down to about 580 hit points.
They have to take out Elite right here. 30
Elite,
seconds,
yes,
25.
But he's really hiding well behind those buildings as well, so you can't just blindly charge in, unfortunately, because you've got 15 seconds now left on the clock. He needs at least 2 shots to go down, and I really don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, about 10 seconds remaining here.
That's going to do it. Sicha is at 600, and of course so was his teammate as well, Elite, but it's not going to be enough.